This is Mister, and what I have for you today is a Town Hall 13 way to take out Town Hall 13 ring bases in Legends League pretty effectively, pretty easily, pretty consistently as well. We're going to have a look at two attacks. Let's dive into the first one. Now, before we do, one of the principles of ring bases, which you might remember from some Town Hall 9 ring bases and certainly in Town Hall 10, is to get into the core of the base, you have to attack both sides of the ring in some way, shape or form. So you could come in with a hero Sui on one side, something else on the other side, and then once that sort of ring has been broken, pushing in from one side. Whether you do it from the top, the bottom, or either of these sides, it doesn't matter. Whatever your preference is, whatever you think. Now, in this case, we're coming in over the Eagle artillery, so we're going to wipe that out as quick as we can. Same principle, not necessarily the side, but the principle is the same. I'm going to chop off the ring. Okay, let's begin. Let's just have a look at the troops just quickly. 6 Yetis. We have Yetis in the clan castle, which you'll see. 3 Peckers, 5 healers, 2 Wiz, 3 loons, and a blimp, because we're blimping in as well. Okay, now we'll begin in earnest this time. So we're starting off with a warden walk on the right hand side, once the troop actually goes down, that is, and it should be happening any time now. There we go. Balloon to protect the healers, or to make sure there was no black bomb or anything for the healers to be taken out. So that balloon's done its job. So the warden walk is going to take out this little section up there. That way, when we jump into the base, we're not going to path around that way. Okay, so from that, we are going to blimp over this area here. Balloons first, make sure that the blimp won't be taken out. Have the blimp, have the rage, ready to activate the blimp and get it down, and there she goes. Yeti, Valk, Barb comes out of the blimp, takes out the defending Javelin Jenny, and of course clears that side of the ring, so nothing's going to pounce down this way. King comes in to clear the side trash. Now the Peckers and Yetis come in with the Queen to follow, and of course the Grand Warden will come over as well. And earthquake the core wall. So now that you're in, these things will be dragged into the base. Once that goes down, everything in the core is closer, so they will all go into the base, and you'll see this in the second attack as well. Effectively, it's the same troop combination. Here comes Javelin Jenny at the bottom. She's going to take out these little flanking weapons over on this left-hand side, seeing as the other troops have concentrating more on the core area and more towards the right-hand side. So she's doing good work on the left. She'll take out a whole heap of things there. She'll throw her shield in a minute, take out this archer tower as well. I believe that archer tower will go down. Oh, I guess it doesn't. It will go down to that wizard. The wizard's being distracted by going on to Javelin Jenny, or the archer tower's being distracted by going on to Javelin Jenny. The wizard will take out the archer. So the archer's down, and now we're just looking at some cleanup that needs to be done. All of this stuff is just about down. Plenty of Yetis are still up, a few cannons and things like that, but considering the Queen is also still up and her ability has not been used at this stage, Minion on the right hand side doing a little bit of trash cleanup. Queen's she's not even interested down the bottom. She's still up here, so the attack is getting completed by the Yetis and the P.E.K.K.A still up there. And if we zoom in on these Yetis, you'll see that they don't quite have buckets full of Yeti mites in them, but the Yetis are still up. So Yetis are up doing damage. Grand Warden's with them, and the Queen's ability wasn't even used. Okay, let's have a look at the second attack now. All right, here's the second base. We're going to follow the same principle as we did in the first one, and that is we're having a Warden walk on one corner to cut off one part of the ring. We're going to have a blimp on the other corner to cut off another part of the ring. We're going to jump into the base, earthquake the core, and send the Peckers and Yeti in through the core. And let's begin. You'll see it's the same principle, same troops. Yep, identical troop combo. 4 earthquake, 1 jump, 2 rage, a poison, and a rage in the clan castle as well. Okay, again, just waiting for this one to begin. So we start with a warden walk. Didn't drop a balloon. There we go. The balloon comes down now. A couple of balloons. Probably try and snipe out that double cannon if it can. If not, it'll at least do a bit of damage on the double cannon, although not too much damage. Wardens will stay up. I don't think he can get taken out by the double cannon. He's out of range of the double cannon. Here comes a blimp up the top side, and Rage in a second. There we go. Rage with the Yetis in the clan castle with Valk as well, taking out a whole bunch of things really quickly. Enemy CCs come out. I think there was a couple of witches in there and some bowlers that have come out. King's gone down. Peckers are down. Here come the Yetis. Now, you notice that the Yetis were put off to the side from the Peckers, so they're not going to get the direct impact from the Eagle artillery coming off at this point. Of course, they're all being distracted by the witches and the witch skellies. That's why they're all hanging around that area at that moment in time. Javelin Jenny has joined the fray. Was that her that just jumped in there on the left-hand side? I think it was. I wasn't paying that great attention. Well, her thing is flashing. Queen's flashing as well. So I'm pretty sure they're both in the field of play at the moment, but I can't see exactly whereabouts they are in the mayhem. I can kind of see the Queen in action a little bit, but it's very difficult to actually pinpoint them without zooming in. Okay, so Javelin Jenny's shield has been thrown. The King is still up. Here comes Balloons on the Tesla at the top side. Queen's in the core. She's going to take out that last, or well, she wasn't going to take out. She has just taken out the last Expo, and now she's pathing around to the right-hand side through that little hole in the wall into where the other Yetis and things are. Here comes some Yeti Mites up the top. They're just bouncing around, going to get taken out by that wizard, but they did take out the wizard at the same time, so that was pretty good. Grand Warden's still up. He's shooting a few things. King's health is doing really well. Pekka's still up there. Queen's still up. Ability still has not been used. And we've got another Pekka over on this right-hand side. So while we don't have a tremendous amount of troops left, what we do have is enough troops to get the job done, and that is to 3-star the base, wipe out this ring base up in Legends League in the farming. So we'll just let this play out. It's only another 13 seconds before it's all said and done. And Pekka's coming over to the Tesla. The Queen will be coming over. Now remember, the Queen hasn't used a special ability yet. So even if the Tesla didn't have anything to distract on, the Queen would have survived. So you can, not sure if you can 100% see some of the clan troops behind my head. So I'll just move over. There you can see the 2 Yetis and the Valk and the Barb in the clan troops. Okay, the other troops, we have the 5 healers, 3 loons, 2 wizards, 3 Peckers, 6 Yetis, a minion and 2 archers. The main spells were 2 rage spells, 4 earthquake, 1 jump and a poison. So give that a try if you're up in Legends League, certainly. But if you're not a Town Hall 13, but you're a Town Hall 12, give this a try as well. If you can modify it some way to suit you, give this sort of style of an attack on the ring base, give it a little bit of a go and see how you go in 3-starring, and let me know in the comments below if you have any success with it. Anyway, all that's left to say is thanks for watching.